Word of Revival Devotional, Word. February 27th, 2025. Subject: Restoring Relationships. Key verse: Now all things are of God, who has reconciled us to himself through Jesus Christ, and has given us the ministry of reconciliation. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 18. From the beginning, sin separated humanity from God, but through Jesus Christ, we have been reconciled to him. In the same way, God calls us to be agents of reconciliation in our own relationships. Many believers struggle with broken friendships, strained family ties, and unresolved conflicts. However, as followers of Christ, we are called to pursue peace and restoration, just as God restored us to himself. Reconciliation is not just a suggestion, it is a ministry given to every believer. Jesus said in Matthew 5 verses 23 to 24, "Therefore, if you bring your gift to the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar, and go your way. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift." This shows us that God values restored relationships more than religious activities. We cannot claim to love God while harboring bitterness, unforgiveness, or malice toward others. Many Christians pray fervently for revival while harboring unforgiveness, bitterness, and unresolved conflicts. How can we expect God to pour out his Spirit when we neglect his clear command to seek reconciliation? Jesus did not wait for us to apologize before he made a way for reconciliation. Romans 5 verse 8 reminds us that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. In the same way, we must take the initiative to seek peace and restore broken relationships, whether or not the other person is willing. Even if the person does not accept, you have done your part, and Jesus understands. Forgiveness is key to reconciliation. Holding on to offense hinders our prayers and blocks our spiritual growth. Mark 11 verse 25 says, "And whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him, that your Father in heaven may also forgive you your trespasses." We must learn to release offenses, just as Christ has forgiven us. My counsel is this: do not allow broken relationships to hinder your walk with God. Take the step today to reconcile with those who have hurt you. Call your dad, mom, friends, or colleagues whom you don't talk to because they offended you, and reconcile with them. Be an ambassador of peace, showing the love of Christ through your actions. Quote for the day: reconciliation is not about who's right but about what's right before God. Prayer: Father, thank you for reconciling me to yourself through Jesus Christ. Give me the grace to forgive, the humility to seek peace, and the courage to restore broken relationships. Help me to be an ambassador of your love and reconciliation. In Jesus' name. Additional verses to read: Matthew 5 verse 9, Colossians 3 verse 13, Romans 12 verse 18. Word of Revival Devotional is written by Dr. Ernest E.J., the lead pastor of Greater Revival International Center.